Hey guys, this is Brada Kimo coming to you with another GK&CO Kukuri review. What we got here is called the Butcher 11 inches. I figure what we do first is kind of get into this thing here and do a little bit of cut test with the paper. Just to kind of show you that these big guys can cut with some authority. You know, I was been a little bit sleepy recently, guys. I'm gonna go to Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Reload Hawaii. We are about to witness the most anticipated knife review in blade history, being filmed from the terrible Twin Towers in Pearl City, Hawaii. YouTube, we have a blade off. Fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at approximately 2 pounds, overall blade length 11 inches, sporting the black buffalo leather sheath and 2 additional knife accessories, hailing from the mysterious eastern jungles of Nepal, we give to you the Butcher. Fighting out of the red corner, hailing from the same mysterious jungles of eastern Nepal, weighing in at approximately 1.5 pounds, overall blade length 10 inches, sporting the thin black leather pouch. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hunter. What was that wackiness? Sorry about that, guys. Let me get back on track. This is a knife review of GK&CO's middleweight Kukuris. Okay, so they're smaller than the 13 to 15 inch blades, and they're still bigger than the 8 to 5 inch blades, so they're kind of sitting right in between. What I got on the table now is the 11 inch Butcher and the 10 inch Hunter. So let me go over some of the similarities between the two. Both blades are made out of the same 5160 carbon steel, basically leaf springs from vehicles, and they both share the same Rockwell harnesses. So the spine Rockwell harness is coming in between 22 to 25, belly 45 to 46, and the edge from 58 to 60. And that's pretty much where the similarities stop right there, because they're kind of different blades from then on. Let me get Mr. Hunter out of here so we can focus on Butcher. So what you got up there is an 11 inch Hunter blade. From the internet says that this blade is fashioned or styled after a knife called a dowel, which is a butcher knife. Let me get this guy out so we can have a look at the sheath here. Again, buffalo leather, black. We can see the stitching in here. Pretty decent job again. There we go. And just like the other knife sheaths, there's a loop here to lash it to your leg to keep it from bouncing around, keep it stable when you're running around the field. Riveting, that's reversible again. And you got the stitching in the front here. And you got the 2 blades, which is the Carta and the Checkmack. Again, one is for field sharpening, which is the blunt, and the sharper one here for finer cutting in the field. And as always, both of them will ride here. This one does come with these 2 blades. The Hunter does not. If you notice it when I bring it out, you won't see these 2 accessories included in there. And again, that's the sheath. Let's talk about the actual knife for a little bit. I want to start off with the handle, because initially I didn't really like, this, because there's gold in it. I'm not a really gaudy person, and I really didn't like this brass cap at the ending here. I thought it was just like the ugliest thing in the world, and I didn't really like this. I'm a fan of the American Eagle pommel, where it's got like a beak and it looks like an eye. And let me tell you, those pure ignorance. I'm in love with the shape of this handle, because the Kukuris are so belly heavy, blade heavy. This actually acts as an excellent balancing mechanism, because it's going to push on this portion of your palm. And if I flip this over, you notice that this is just perfectly fit, and these grooves just fall perfectly in between your fingers, and you just have an excellent grip on this. You have an excellent hinge motion, and just a solid grip on this thing. Still not a fan of the brass color, but the shape of this rosewood handle is excellent. And for those of you who are thinking the same way that I did, don't discount it, man. It's pretty good. So basically what you got going on here is a 5-inch rosewood handle. You notice the absence of riveting in here because it's not a full tang blade. It's a rat tail. It's probably ending right about here. So some people kind of freak out and go, well, you know, it's wood. Is it going to split if I crack it too hard? Hey, it's a possibility, you know, because it's not a full tang blade. Then you got your brass bolster up here. You see GK&CO here, Paul on either side. The presence of the cho there. We went over that on the past couple videos. You'll notice that this blade is unpolished here. You know, that's supposed to reduce the time that it takes to rust. You know, I'm gonna flip this over, put my fingernail back down there on the spine and run it straight down there so you can see how thick that is. Just like all the other Kukuris we've reviewed, man, that thing goes all the way down to such a, you know, sharp point. Evidence of a little bit of a swedge here, you know. So for me, when I see that, I'm automatically thinking stab and chop with this thing. So even though it's called the Butcher and it is fashioned after the Dao, I would say that this is an actually, you know, really good for stabbing as well. And the blade is pretty thin too. Weight about 1.7 pounds, so it's kind of heavy. 5-inch handle, 11-inch blade. Overall, it comes in at about 16 inches. And that's the Butcher. Again, man, love that handle. Let me get the Hunter in here. And the Hunter here, again, was not a fan of this guy here. But here he is. You can see that the profile, even in the casing, is already thinner. So let me get this guy out here so we can have a look at the leather sheath it comes with. Pretty thin. It's really simple. It's just got stitching on both sides. Again, the leg lash here at the bottom, and then you have a loop for your belt at the top. Button clasp to stop the handle from bouncing around. So, you know, that's about the best as that can be. Not too complicated in there. The blade itself, as you can see here, is a full tang. You can see the blade running straight through here. And again, the riveting that's going to go straight through the tang to the other side. Excellent finger grooves. You can see that there's a lanyard loop here, so you can kind of put a lanyard there to kind of, you know, lash it around your wrist when you're chopping at things. And the handle is made out of buffalo horn. And you can kind of see here some areas are white. Beautiful. Beautifully done. Again, you can see the tang running through the edge of the blade here. Only complaint I got on these is I think they're, you know, very beautiful. It's just when you get sweaty, you know, this is kind of slick. So that might be a problem for those who want to use it for work in the field. Good finger guard up here. You know, you can get your index finger way up there. You got some engraving in here that looks really nice, and you can see them a lot of these Kukuris, excuse me. And then the cho here, just like the other knives that you'll find on most Kukuris. But you'll notice that the blade shape is different, and the blade shape is supposed to be called sirupate, which is the name of a leaf. I guess the closest thing I can think of is like a lemon leaf that we use for cooking, but the general idea is the leaf is thin and narrow. Now I've seen these, you know, over 20 inches long, and they're just ridiculous looking. And there's a lot of conversations of what an actual sirupate is, but that's the general idea. It's not thick belly like a kukuri. It's just very narrow and shaped like a blade of grass. So that's kind of what that idea is. And you can see here the spine is a lot, you know, thinner than the other knife. So thinner profile all the way around. The other knife, the Butcher, 1.7. This is 1.1 pounds, so it's a lot lighter. And from what I read, it's a favorite because of its thinness of the profile and weight. A lot of people like to use this as a self-defense weapon. I mean, I think this thing is massive, but I'm pretty sure the ones they're carrying might be a little bit smaller. But that's pretty much it. You got a 5-inch handle, 10-inch blade. So the overall is 15 inches. It's 1 inch shorter than the Butcher. You know, and it's altogether just a different type of blade. Let me get them both out here again so we can kind of see, like, in comparisons, just what both look like when they're kind of tip to tip. There you go. And again, this is the 11-inch Butcher, and on the top you have your 10-inch Hunter or sirupate. Well, guys, apologize about drifted off on you. This has been another great review, man. I love reviewing these knives. They're so interesting. But If you guys really like the videos, feel free to click like on the bottom or subscribe to the channel. I got a lot of more knife reviews as well as some gun reviews coming out. But until then, hey man, this has been Brother Chemo, and thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you next time.